Hello, everyone. Hi, Chrissy family. If you've never practiced with me before, if you haven't gone on this Facebook Live that we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, I'm Natasha. I am here in Brooklyn, New York City. This is my home. Welcome to my living room, part of my living room. My living room is more that way. This is the good looking part. This is the messy part. Here it's a rainy day. It's an afternoon, 2 p.m. I don't know where you are around the world. It's evening in Europe. I don't know, Australia, it's probably nighttime right now. So welcome to our live yoga studio event here on Cressy. I'm going to check if we are joining in. If we have, well, you're welcome to leave any feedback on the chat. You can leave any comments if you've been practicing with us, or if you have any wishes or concerns, or just to say hi. I love to say hi to people all around the world. I love these live streams because they really do feel like we're in some way connecting, even though we are all far apart in different parts of the world and in our homes, basically for the majority of the time, right? Hi, Tanya. Hi, Gernad. Okay, so today what I kind of wanted to do the last couple of streams, I was talking a little bit more before, and then we went on the mat. And then I feel like I'm always running out of time because this 1 hour goes by so fast. So what I want to do today is to just kind of get started right away. So let's go ahead and make our way onto our mat for today. Now, I'm going to start sitting on my shins, but for some people, sitting on shins is really uncomfortable on the knees and on the ankles. So if you have anything going on the knees and the ankles, you can also just cross your shins in front of you and sit on your sitting bones, on your behind. Or if you feel like this is uncomfortable too, you can sit on a block or a blanket, something to lift you up a little bit. So go ahead and make your way onto your mat. You're not necessarily going to need any props today. You just need yourself on your mat. If you're just joining in, hi, I'm Natasha. And for today, I just kind of feel like we're going to get started right away, kind of do more and talk less. So the last couple of this whole series is called Deepen Your Breath to Calm Your Mind. So we're going to continue with our breath exercises that are a beautiful way to connect you divers out there to the yoga practice through the breath, the most instrumental, elemental part of our being, right? Of what we do. We come into the world, we breathe in, we take the first breath, we leave as we breathe out. So there's a lot of analogies and there's a lot of disconnections to the simple nature of being through our breath. So that's what we'll continue doing today. We'll continue opening the chest and the heart area. I feel like we're all right. I think it's a global thing, especially right now, to be kind of going this way. We're a lot on our devices. We're a lot on our phones, computers. And then you listen to the news and there's even more of a tendency to round and to kind of try to disappear from what's happening and going around the world, which is the most natural reaction to it all. But we'll work on opening up, because sometimes when we actually allow ourselves to be present with things, no matter how uncomfortable they are, we realize that the more we're present with things and the more we allow ourselves to just breathe through it, they slowly seem a little less stressful and more manageable, and they don't seem, they are a big deal, right? Wherever we are, whatever we're going through. But I feel when we find more space and more presence with what we're going through, it just becomes, the path becomes a little bit clearer and a little bit more tangible and manageable. and just a little bit more uplifting, right? So take your time to either, as I said, sit on your shins, or if sitting on your shins, I know for some of us with knee stuff is really uncomfortable, you can just cross your shins in front of you and sit however you're comfortable to sit on the floor. But give yourself the opportunity to find a long spine. So if sitting on your behind like makes you round, sit on a block or a blanket to lengthen the spine. And then take a moment here. I'm going to interlace my hands and I'm going to place my hands behind my head like, I don't know, it's a sunny day and I'm lying on a beach and I'm trying to get those rays of sunlight on my face. And then close your eyes here. So allow your eyelids to soften. And as you allow your eyelids to soften, allow the back of your skull, the back of your head to gently lean back into your palm. And then as the back of the head leans back into the palms, notice the breath. And let the inhale widen the ribs away from each other, expanding into opposite directions. And exhale gently collapses or draws the rib cage further together. In the inhale, I widen the ribs away from each other. On the exhale, they naturally deflate. Let's take one more wide inhale into the wide ribs. And a long exhale. And then gently flutter your eyes open and continue with that gentle lean back into your palms. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And as you lean back into your palms, allow the collarbones to start lifting up towards the sky as you travel the gaze up the wall in front of you towards the sky. You'll take an inhale here, and then on your exhale, draw your elbows together and travel the gaze down towards the floor, towards your thighs, rounding that upper spine. On your inhale, open your elbows wide, travel the gaze up the wall towards the sky. Exhale, close your elbows, travel the gaze down the wall towards the earth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, open the elbows, travel the gaze up, lean into the back of your hands. Exhale, close, travel the gaze down. This time, inhale, open the arms, open the elbows as you reach the gaze up. And keep reaching the gaze up as you reach your arms out to the sides, and then reach your hands back. Interlace your fingers behind you. Give a bend to the knees. And as you give a bend to the knees, reach your knuckles behind you. And maybe if you're sitting here on the ground, the knuckles are going to press back into your feet or into the floor behind you. And if you can't reach towards the ground, just reach back towards the earth, even if you don't touch it. And then keep lifting the heart, the sternum, the gaze towards the sky, lifting the collarbones up. You'll take one more inhale here, widen across the front of the heart. And then on your exhale, gently release the fingertips. You're going to open your knees slightly wider than your hips. Reach your fingertips forward to the front of your mat as you reach your sitting bones back for child's pose. And as we come into child's pose, the forehead can rest on the earth here or reach towards the ground. And then reach your sitting bones towards your heels, but come onto tented fingertips. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, walk your fingertips diagonally to the right, over the right edge of the mat, but reach your left hip crease back. Take an inhale into the left side body. Exhale, walk your fingertips through center and slowly diagonally to the left side of the mat. Take an inhale into the right side body here, reaching your right hip crease back. And then exhale, slowly come through center, planting your palms down. Now the inhale, rock you up onto all fours. You're going to tuck your toes under here. And then right away, start lifting. So reaching your sitting bones up, back and up, coming into downward facing dog. Stay here for me. I'm just going to get used to the computer. Okay, all good. So as you lift your hips up and back, start pedaling through your feet. So give a bend to both knees for a moment, just so you can really lift the sitting bones further up and back. And then bend your left knee and reach your right heel towards the ground. Take an inhale here, and then on your exhale, switch left heel to the earth, right knee bend. Inhale, bend through both knees. Exhale, switch, right heel to ground. Inhale, bend through both knees. Exhale, left heel to ground. Couple more. Inhale, bend through both knees. Exhale, right heel to the ground. Inhale, both heels lift. Exhale, left heel to the ground. And as you pedal to your feet, slowly pedal your feet or walk your feet up the mat towards the top of the mat. And really take it nice and slow, right? Like you're walking down the beach and it's a nice sunny day and you got nowhere else to go, right? We literally have nowhere else to be, a lot of us right now, right? We all have to be inside working from home. But let your mat for this portion of the practice become your outdoors, your favorite place to be, maybe on a beach next to the body of water. For a lot of us, that's what we crave, right? So soften, give a little bend to the knees here as you come into a forward fold, softening the crown of the head towards the ground, and allow the feet to be sitting bones distance apart. And when I say that, if I put 2 fists in between my feet, that's my sitting bones distance. And as I give a bend to the knees, interlace your hands behind your head like we did before when we're sitting down. And again, allow the crown of the head to slowly pull away from your sitting bones. Yeah, as I interlace my hands behind my head here. And then widen your elbows away from each other, drawing the shoulder blades together on the back here. On your inhale, bend your knees deeply. Keep widening the shoulder blades away from each other as you come halfway up. And bend your knees quite a lot. Send your sitting bones back like you want to sit into a chair, but reach the crown of the head away from your sitting bones. Ground into the heels more. On your inhale, start lifting the heart, reaching your elbows away from each other as you come all the way up to stand. Extend your legs. And now again, lean back into your palms. Ground into the feet, and as you lean back into your palms, let the gaze travel up that front wall in front of you towards the sky. Imagine there's beautiful sunshine that you're kind of turning your face towards. And keep reaching your gaze and your sternum and your heart up, but slowly start closing your elbows towards each other. Then ground into the heels, but reach your elbows further towards the sky. You'll take one more inhale here. And then on your exhale, slowly dive forward. Open your arms as you forward fold over your legs. Inhale, come halfway up. Hands come on shins. Sternum reaches forward. Exhale, step your left foot way back and reach your right palm to sky, coming into a light twist. Lean back to the heart, pressing back into your back heel. Now take one more inhale here. Widen across the heart. On your exhale, lower the back knee to the ground so your left shin is on the floor. Now I'm going to spin the left shin out and slowly I'm going to step my right foot all the way down the mat. My left shin spins back and my right foot steps all the way back into the supported side plank. Press into the outer edge of your right foot as you reach your right arm up and over you. Turn the gaze to sky. You'll take a full inhale here, dialing the heart to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, plant your palm to the ground, spin onto the ball of the back foot, and lower your knee down, coming onto all fours. I'm going to take my top off. So make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders and knees are underneath your hips here on all fours. And the tendency as I go into this next pose is to reach the hips back. I'm going to try to hip my hips above my knees, yeah? Now on your inhale, reach your left palm to sky, reach up, up, up. Exhale, thread needle by the horn, lower your left outer shoulder to the ground. And if the shoulder doesn't go all the way down, just stay wherever is most naturally comfortable for you. And then I bring my left earlobe to the floor. And if the floor is far away, you can bring the earlobe onto a block or a blanket or a pillow, something to lift yourself up a little. Walk your right fingertips further forward. Keep reaching through your left palm. That's it. Just take a breath here, and then even here, lean into the back of your skull. So I'm really dialing the gaze towards the side wall and reaching through my left fingertip. One more inhale here. Exhale, right palm underneath the right shoulder. Reach your left palm to sky. Open up. Exhale, hand to the ground. On your inhale, pull the sternum forward, coming through cat and cow. On your exhale, round the spine, tuck the toes, bottom of the exhale, lift your kneecaps just off the ground, engaging the core. Inhale, lower the kneecaps down, pull the sternum forward. Exhale, round. On your bottom exhale, round completely, then lift the kneecaps just off the ground. Inhale, lower the kneecaps down, sternum reaches forward. Exhale, round, bottom of the exhale, lift the kneecaps just off the ground. One last time. Inhale, lower the kneecaps, pull the sternum forward. Exhale, round, bottom of the exhale, lift the kneecaps, and then slowly lift the hips up and back into down dog. And just widen your stance as you walk your hands about a handprint in front of you. Lifting the sitting bones up and back. Inhale, roll forward into plank. On your exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, sternum reaches forward, hug the elbows in. Exhale, press back through all fours. Lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Let's take a full inhale here and a full exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg high, three-legged dog. On your exhale, step your right foot all the way forward inside of your right hand. And if it doesn't quite land there, you can grab a hold of the ankle, step it forward, lower the back knee down, untuck your toes. Ground into your right foot, and slowly you can bring your hands onto your thigh, front thigh to lift the heart. Then reach your hands to sky, up through the fingertips. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your head like you're sunbathing again. Then lean back into your palms and slowly bend the front knee more as you travel the gaze up that front wall and reach the sternum to sky. Keep reaching the sternum to sky, but slowly hug your elbows towards each other and soften your shoulders down. That's it. Let the inhale reach your palms up towards the ceiling again. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, back knee lift, gaze forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold over your legs. On your inhale, come halfway up. Hands can come on shins here. Exhale, fold. Give a bend to the knees. Then slowly interlace your hands behind your head again and literally pull the crown of the head away from your sitting bones. Keep your knees bent. Bend them even more as you widen your elbows away from each other. Slowly come halfway up, reaching your heart sternum forward as you reach your sitting bones back. Find a straight spine. Straight spine. Keep reaching your elbows apart. Ground into the heels. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. On your exhale, lean the back of your skull into your palms and wrap your elbows slowly towards each other. And lift your elbows, but ground into the heels. That's it. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, forward fold over your legs, widen the arms. Inhale, halfway up. Reach the sternum forward. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back now and reach your left palm to sky into a light twist. That hand can plant if you need to. Now I'm going to take an inhale here. Reach back to your left hand. On your exhale, lower the back right shin to the ground. Slowly step your left foot all the way down the mat. And I'm going to spin this right shin out into supported side plank. Ground into your left foot and reach your left arm up and over you. Take a full inhale here. You can dial the gaze towards the ceiling. And then exhale, plant your palm down, spinning onto the ball of the back foot. Draw the shin in and come onto all fours, lowering your left knee down to meet the right, hands underneath shoulders. Now on your inhale, reach your right palm to sky. Exhale, thread needle by the horn, lower your right outer shoulder to the ground. Again, the tendency is to reach the hips back. Keep your hips over your knees as you slowly lower your right outer shoulder towards the ground, or that right earlobe can also find a block or a blanket here. And then press into your left fingertips and lean back to the heart, leaning into the back of your skull here. You'll take one more full inhale here. And then exhale, left palm underneath the shoulder. Inhale, right palm to sky. Exhale, hand to the ground on all fours here. On your inhale, pull the sternum forward, coming through all fours. Exhale, round, tuck your toes under. Bottom of the exhale, lift the kneecaps just off the ground, like inch away from the floor. Inhale, lower the kneecaps, pull the sternum forward. Exhale, round, bottom of the exhale, lift the kneecaps just off the ground. One more, inhale, lower the kneecaps, pull the sternum forward. Exhale, round, lift the kneecaps. This time, inhale, lower the kneecaps, pull the sternum forward. Exhale, round, lift the kneecaps, and then slowly lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog, walking your hands one handprint in front of you to widen the stance. Inhale, roll forward into plank. On your exhale, slowly lower in one straight line all the way down to your belly. Inhale, untuck your toes and pull your sternum forward into baby cobra. Stay here as you exhale. Slide your palms back so they anchor your lower ribs by your side here. And then inhale, press up onto the tops of the feet, extending your arms any amount. Exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg high now into three-legged dog. On your exhale, slowly step your left foot all the way forward inside of your left hand, and you can grab a hold of the ankle and step it forward. Lower the back knee down, untuck your toes. Walk your hands onto the front thigh to lift the heart. And ground into your left heel and bend the front knee more. So allow the front knee to bend and the front of the body to be soft. And then reach your palms to sky. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head like we did earlier. And then let the back of your skull lean into your palms. Then slowly close your elbows towards each other and soften your shoulders down. On your inhale, reach your palms to sky. Maybe you follow them with a gaze. Exhale, hands to the ground, back knee lift. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, come halfway up, hands on shin. Exhale, fold, interlace your hands one last time behind your head, reaching the crown of the head away from your sitting bones. Now inhale, bend your knees deeply and widen your elbows away from each other, drawing the shoulder blades together on the back, coming halfway up. Stay here for a moment, send your sitting bones back more and reach your elbows away from each other, and then ground into the heels. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach your elbows wide. Exhale, lean into the back of your skull as you wrap your elbows in towards each other. And then inhale, reach your palms to sky, lift the gaze in front of you. On your exhale, actually, let's step the feet mat distance apart and keep reaching up for your hands for today. Let's turn the heels slightly and toes slightly out. Take a full inhale here, so I'm turning the toes slightly out, and I'm in a wide stance. On your exhale, slowly draw the prayer to your heart as you lower the hips all the way down into a squat. And once you lower the hips all the way down, let the elbows come into your inner knees. And depending on your mobility, right? Some of us are very open in the hips, and you're just going to the tendency is to drop the hips down, ground to the feet and lift your hips so lift an inch away from where you are. And if you're up here, this is a great place to be too, right? That's it. And then widen across the collarbones, lift the gaze here. You'll take a full inhale through the nose, full exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, forward fold over legs. Inhale, heel toe your feet, sitting bones distance apart. Come halfway up, sternum reaches forward. Exhale, bend your knees, clench your palms, and step into plank. Inhale, rocks you forward. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Now let the forehead land as you untuck your toes. Reaching your hands back, interlace your fingers behind you. Just take a moment here to press the pubic bone down and reach back through your toes like crazy. Keep reaching back through your toes. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back, lifting the shoulders away from the earth. And on your inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. On your exhale, shoot back through your feet and lift your feet off the ground as well. And keep reaching your knuckles towards your inner heels. And breathe. We'll take one more inhale here. Just lift, lift. And then exhale, release to the ground. Stack your palms underneath your forehead as you slowly lower down. You can rock your hips a little left and right here, softening the lower back. And then reach your right arm up and above you. Roll all the way to your right side and all the way onto your back. Adjust yourself so you're on your mat. And then bend your knees here, clench your feet. Extend your arms by your side and grab a hold of the outer edges of the mat here, literally. And as if you want to pull the mat apart, actually do that. Pull the mat apart with your hands and roll your upper arms underneath you, drawing the shoulder blades together in the back. Ground into your feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, roll your upper arms underneath you even more, coming onto the heads of your shoulders. Ground into your feet, into your inner heels to lift the hips and reach the back of your skull toward the back of your heart towards your chin. Puffing up the chest. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower the pelvis down to the earth. Open your feet as wide as the mat. Release your hands onto your belly. Close your eyes, rest. And then slowly open your arms wide into a T or cactus, whatever you have space for. You'll take an inhale here. Exhale, windshield wipe your knees to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, come to the center. And on your exhale, slowly heel toe your feet together and hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Allow the knees to go wide into your elbow creases, and you can grab a hold of opposite wrist here and gently rock your left and right on your sacrum. And then come to a halt here. Now finish in happy baby. Let your knees go wide. Grab a hold of your ankles or your outer feet, whatever is accessible here. Lengthen your sitting bones away from the crown of the head. And then keep your knees wide as you slowly bring the soles of the feet together to touch and release this Baddha Konasana shape to the ground. Knees go wide, feet are touching. Extend your arms by your side, turning the palms to the ceiling. And draw the shoulder blades together on the back here. And then slowly on your own time, extend one leg at a time down the mat, finding your Shavasana. And today, in our Shavasana, we'll work with breath work, pranayama, viloma pranayama specifically. And for today, we're going to extend our exhales. And we're going to extend our exhales in 3 parts. So just follow my instruction. Take a full inhale here. And a full soft exhale. And then take a deep inhale. Exhale 1/3 of your breath. Exhale 1/3 of your breath. Exhale 1/3 of your breath. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. Exhale a third of your breath. Pause. Exhale a third of your breath. Pause. Exhale a third of your breath. Pause. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. Exhale a third of your breath. Pause. Exhale a third of your breath. Pause. Exhale a third of your breath. Pause. Inhale. And a full exhale. And then simply take at least 3 soft rounds of breath. Letting go. And slowly let the breath widen and deepen. You can wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can reach up and over and give yourself a morning stretch. And then take your time to bend your knees, blend your feet, and roll all the way to your right side. And planting your left palm on the ground in front of you to press yourself up to seated. Find a comfortable seat. Just keep your eyes closed for one more moment as you sit tall. And notice where your sitting bones are. And let the inhale lift the heart above the sitting bones. And let the exhale ground down through the sitting bones into the earth. One more inhale up into the heart. Exhale down through the sitting bones into the earth. Slowly let the following inhale bring a prayer to your heart as you lift the heart up into your palm. And let the exhale bow the chin in towards the chest, bowing the mind towards the heart. So that which can be learned, that which can be obtained, the mind bows to that which is ever present, the wisdom and the intuition within. Okay, namaste. Thank you all. I'm going to scoot forward towards the screen so I can see the screen better with my yoga hair. Thank you so much for practicing with me wherever you are around the globe. Please leave any comments or any requests if you have. Join us anytime. So these practices are really designed. So even if you join in 10 minutes late or just at the end or just at the beginning, you can always do a little something, right? Anything helps. Any little bit is better than none, I always say. So thank you so much for practicing with me. Saying goodbye here from New York City. I see you guys are all around the world. Wow, Japan, Santiago de Chile, Italy. Beautiful. Wow, that is beautiful. I love seeing this international Cressy community coming together from all around the world. So I'm sending you all my love here from New York City. We'll continue. We have one more session in this breath and calm your breath, deepen your breath to calm your mind sessions. So we have one more session next week, and we will work on bringing the breaths that we worked with the last 2 times. Sorry, that is me. One more. Okay, now I'm done. So we'll work on, today we worked on extending the exhales. Last time we worked more specifically on extending the inhale. So we're going to go back to specifically extending the inhale and the exhale. So we're going to kind of merge them together. Okay, and it will take a little bit more time to do that at the end of the practice, to really merge that breath technique at the end together. So I hope you'll be there to join me to see how that all comes together. And that's it. Thank you for practicing with me. If you want to stay in touch with me, you can always hop on my, either join me on my Facebook site, which is Natasa Babic yoga. I'm just going to post it down in my comments, so it's easier for you guys to find me. Or you can also join me or follow me on Instagram if that is something you prefer. And my Instagram handle is Natasa Babic NYC. So hopefully I'll see you again. And that's it for me, right? I don't see any other questions or requests here. I'm giving it another moment to see if anybody wants to drop anything or say anything. But I think that's it. It was beautiful to have you from all around the globe. And this is it. I'm slowly saying goodbye. I feel this live stream goodbyes are really interesting because they're like, when do you start? Should you keep on talking? Okay, we're slowly going to close. So hope to see you again next week. We'll deepen the breath again to calm the mind. I know we can all use that right now and do more of that, right? We all need that right now. So join us again next Friday at 2 p.m. Okay, take care. Bye.